Welcome to my YouTube channel Wise Whispers, where silence speaks.
My name is Martin and I am 64 years old. I have faced storms in my life, loss, hardship, loneliness, but nothing ever felt as heavy as the moment my grandson screamed, "Grandpa, don't open it." That day started like any other. The sun filtered softly through the curtains of my old living room, casting long golden lines across the wooden floor. I sat in my favorite chair, the same one my late wife used to tease me about, saying I'd grow roots into it one day. The house was quiet, too quiet. Ever since my son Daniel got married, the laughter that once filled these walls had slowly faded. Then came the knock, not loud, not urgent, just deliberate. I opened the door and found no one standing there. Only a single envelope lay on the ground. It was plain brown and sealed tightly with my name written across it in sharp, almost aggressive handwriting. Martin, no warmth, no respect, just my name. I bent down, picked it up and turned it over in my hands. Strange uneasiness settled in my chest. Before I could even step back inside, Grandpa, I turned around quickly. My grandson Leo came running toward me, his small face pale, his breathing uneven. His eyes, those innocent eyes, were filled with fear. "Open it," he shouted, grabbing my arm. "Please don't open it, Grandpa." I froze. "What's wrong?" I asked gently. He shook his head, tears already forming. "Mom said, she said once you open it, everything will change, please." His words echoed in my mind. His mother Clara, my daughter-in-law, from the very beginning, Clara and I had never truly connected. I tried to accept her, to welcome her into the family, but she always kept her distance. Cold, polite, but distant. Over time, that distance turned into something else, something sharper still. I never expected this. I looked down at the envelope again, then back at Leo, his grip on my arm tight. "Will it hurt you?" he asked softly. That question pierced straight through my heart. I forced a small smile. "I've handled worse, Leo." Deep down, I wasn't so sure. I walked inside slowly, Leo staying close behind me like he was afraid I might disappear. I sat at the table, staring at the envelope for what felt like forever. Finally, I took a deep breath and opened it. Inside were legal documents and a letter. My hands trembled as I unfolded it. "It's time to be practical. You've lived in that house long enough. Daniel and I have decided that it would be best if the property is transferred to us. We are starting a new phase in life and we need stability. The legal papers are enclosed. Please sign them as soon as possible. This will make things easier for everyone." Clara, for a moment, the room spun. I read the letter again, hoping I had misunderstood. But the words didn't change. She wasn't asking, she was telling. I slowly placed the letter down. My chest felt tight, as if something invisible was pressing against it. Leo watched me carefully. "I told you," he whispered. I looked at him, trying to steady myself. "Did your father know about this?" He nodded slowly. That hurt even more. Daniel, my son, the boy I had raised, protected, sacrificed everything for, and this was how he chose to treat me that night. Sleep never came. I walked through the house room by room. Every corner held a memory. My wife's laughter in the kitchen. Daniel's first steps in the hallway. The marks on the wall where we measured his height as he grew. This house wasn't just a place, it was my life, and now someone wanted me to sign it away like it meant nothing. The next morning I made a decision. I called Daniel. "Come over," I said simply. "We need to talk." He arrived in the afternoon with Clara beside him. Leaf stood quietly behind me, holding onto my shirt. I didn't waste time. "Did you know about this?" I asked, holding up the papers. Daniel hesitated. His eyes shifted toward Clara before returning to me. "Yes," that one word felt heavier than the entire envelope. "Why didn't you tell me?" I asked, my voice breaking despite my efforts. Before he could answer, Clara stepped forward. "Because we knew you react emotionally," she said coolly. "Martin, this is not personal, it's practical. You're getting older. Managing a house like this isn't easy. We're just thinking ahead." I stared at her in disbelief. "Thinking ahead," I repeated. "By taking my home without even asking me." She sighed as if I were the problem. "We're not taking it. It stays in the family." "I am the family," I said firmly. The room fell silent. Daniel rubbed his forehead. "Dad, please don't make this difficult." Something inside me shifted in that moment. All my life I had avoided conflict. I had chosen silence over arguments, patience over pride. But this wasn't something I could stay silent about. I straightened my back and looked directly at them. "I will not sign these papers," I said clearly. Clara's expression hardened instantly. "Then you're being selfish," she snapped. "Selfish?" I echoed. "For wanting to keep the home I built with my own hands." Daniel stepped forward, frustration in his voice. "Dad, we need this. We're trying to build a future." "What about my past?" I asked quietly. "Does that mean nothing?" He didn't answer. That silence said everything. Clara crossed her arms. "Fine. But don't expect us to support you when things get difficult." I felt a strange calm wash over me. "I never asked you to," I replied. Leo squeezed my hand tightly. That small gesture gave me more strength than anything else. They left soon after, anger lingering in their wake. The house was quiet again, but this time it felt different, stronger. Days passed. Then weeks. I thought long and hard about what to do next. And then one morning I made my final decision. I contacted a lawyer. A few days later, everything was arranged. When Daniel and Clara found out, they were shocked, furious even, because I hadn't just refused their request. I had done something they never expected. I had placed the house into a legal trust, and the sole beneficiary, Leo, my grandson, he would inherit the house when he turned 25. Until then, I would live in it peacefully on my own terms. When Daniel confronted me, his voice filled with anger, I remained calm. "You chose not to respect me," I said quietly, "so I chose to protect what matters." Clara was speechless. For once she had nothing to say, but Leo, he ran into my arms, hugging me tightly. "Thank you, Grandpa," he whispered. Tears filled my eyes. In that moment, I didn't feel alone anymore. I felt at peace. Because I realized something important. Family is not just about blood. It's It's about love, respect, and loyalty. And sometimes the youngest hearts understand that better than anyone else. Moral of the story: true family is built on respect and love, not control or entitlement. Standing up for yourself may be difficult, but it is necessary to protect your dignity and the things that truly matter in life.